What do you do that you gotta do? Hey, hey, hey. It's 8 o'clock. And we're live on YouTube. This Way Out live on YouTube. I'm supposed to be teaming up with Mrs. Vanessa's going to be joining me in a little bit, but she's fulfilling some mommy duties right now. But hopefully we'll see her in a little bit. Anxiously awaiting to see if anybody tunes in. But we're coming to you live from the This Way Out studio. No, not the This Way Out studio. But coming to you live from where I recorded a few episodes here at Casa de Mata. We've got a little bit of a lag. Going on. Having some technical. Yeah, we've got a kind of a lag going on here. Nobody's tuned in yet. Welcome. Huh? You can talk, man. Oh, you got your mouth on. Watch your step. But for our first episode, here she is, everybody. Here she is. Hey.
Sorry.
Some chili, cheap on queso, fresh fries.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going?
Good.
Got a little crust in
Thank you.
for pointing that out.
Yeah.
We got somebody on. I'm not sure who it is, but somebody's watching.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can see.
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we are live here on This Way Out, and I am joined, my partner in crime, with my wife, Vanessa, wife of over 20 years, 22 years, going on 23 years, in December. You'd like to introduce yourself?
You just said your wife. I think that's enough, but my name is Vanessa Mata. Anybody?
Not sure who's watching. I wish they could tell us who is watching. Whoever's watching, can you chime in with the chat? Say hello with chat. Give us a call. I've been advertising on the Facebook and the Instagram and our Twitter pages that the number to call is 843-879-8729. We got Google Voice up. That's actually a Google Voice number. We've got a little bit of a lag. It's kind of jumpy video. A little bit of a jumpy video. But, hey, there's Lanier. Hey, Lanier's online with us. What's up, buddy? How's it going?
Hey.
Lanier, for those of you that might be tuning into this later, good night, babe. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Night.
No, Marco, he gets up early in the morning. He gets up early in the morning. Got to get him to work at 4 a.m. every morning. Well, that's not true. Monday through Thursday. 4 a.m. Monday through Thursday. But you know what? This we're expanding the project a little bit with this live show, and what we're hoping that we can do with using this platform here is that people will be willing to share some cool stories with us, some stories of, I don't know, good news, positive stories. Not news. We're not interested in news. I'm not interested in what's going on the links and on whatever. That's not what this project is about. This project is about stories. And if you have a good story that involves you or someone you know, then by all means, give us a call. 843-879-8729. You all right, man?
Yep.
She's not sure why she's sitting here. But the reason is because she's a very good problem solver. And hours combined. Wonder Twins. Activate. We're not Wonder Twins?
No.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot Lanier a call or a text. And I'm going to ask him to give us a call just so we can get an idea of how it's showing up online. If you would not mind. Otherwise, this is why I wanted to start the first one to go like 30 minutes in case, because this is going to post on YouTube.
Because we're not boring people?
Huh?
So we're not boring people? That's why you put it in there?
No, because it's a test phase.
Oh, okay.
Test phase. We can't be boring anybody because we don't have anybody watching.
I got you.
So there's nobody to
So
bore.
we're just bored ourselves.
You're probably bored. I'm not bored yet.
I know that.
I'm standing by eagerly awaiting somebody to call
But if
and
somebody,
share a story.
he's having what?
Oh,
You
he
need to
said,
connect. Oh,
I need to connect you to a guy who does podcasts. I posted this article in one of my groups, and it was suggested to link you guys up. Oh, right on, dude. Yeah, man, absolutely. Give me a holler. Hook us up. 843. Hey, Lanier. I don't know if is he still watching? Nope, he's not watching. He's gone. he's like a ninja. He ninja smokes his way in, and he ninja smokes his way out. But I wanted to test this phone, this call capability, and because we're not
he's
real.
here. He says
Oh,
I'm
he's
here.
there. Yeah. I wanted to see how ask how the video was coming in, how the audio was coming in, take a call. 843. I don't know. See me. I need to get some graphics or something. I don't know how to get. I don't know if that's capable on YouTube. But 843-879-8729 is the number. I'll type it in here.
How do you remember the number? How do you memorize it? How do you memorize numbers?
Oops. Okay. I've been looking at it for like all day today.
Oh.
843-879-8729.
Memorize it.
Yep. That's the number.
Oh, okay.
Give us a call. Hello? There we go. There he is.
Nice.
Thank you, Lanier, for calling us. Hello, you're on the air with This Way Out. Miguel and Vanessa speaking.
I'm trying to open YouTube on my computer.
Oh, okay.
And that way I can see what the actual lag time is.
All right. Well, appreciate you helping us out, brother.
I know there's probably like what we were talking about, like a 10-second delay on the texting for the chat.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not exactly sure how much of a lag there is on the live feed. It shouldn't really say anything.
I don't know. I mean, we're actually running this through Wi-Fi, and I'm expecting like a lag. Your baby's on the phone. 843-879-8729 is the number. Oh, got a little bit of an echo. I think you got to turn yours down, brother, a little bit. Can you hear me, Lanier?
Yeah, I can hear you. So yeah, even on the live feed, there's probably about maybe 10 to 20 second delay.
Oh, okay.
But that's not a big deal. I mean.
All right. Well, I see that we've got 2 other viewers on, and for those of you who are watching right now, we've got Lanier Brown on the phone. If you have not, well, whether you have or have not been to the page, if you're watching, you're probably a follower, so you've probably seen the little news article that they covered for the This Way Out project. And Lanier Brown, the guy that's on the line right now, he was the person that I was featuring on the article. He's the guy that I was recording an episode for when the news guys came over. So Lanier, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Hey,
It was really surprising because, I was just there for the whole thing you out with the recording, with us recording the video. Then when they asked me, hey, they want to talk to you, they want to interview you too. I'm like, what?
yeah. You mentioned, the airtime that they gave you on the article. You mentioned how, you mentioned like there was an avenue for either, veterans to talk about their problems, even though that this project is exclusively for veterans. What do you mind, while I got you on the line, do you mind elaborating on that?
Well, I think what it is our veteran community is actually, I think it's just like a little bit more tight knit, I want to say, and because a lot of us, suffer from the same issues,
Right.
and I think that's why it started off with a lot of veterans. But I mean, like, there's so many people that we could talk to. We can help each other out because it's like it's not like a veteran specific thing. It's a people thing. It's people communication between, like, it's what I was saying. Communication. We as people need to get better at communicating with each other.
I agree.
And so, I mean, that's just the way it is. So I think this is a really great way to communicate a lot of things.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think, especially when you're talking about like, like personal issues, opening up, talking about things that maybe you might have tucked away for a while, and that those things prevent you from, being a better communicator. Those personal issues that we experience throughout our lives, those things can act as obstacles to communication. You know what I mean? And getting them out there. Well, first of all, for the person who's sharing, helping that person gets a little help, and then maybe somebody who watches a video who might be experiencing a similar problem, maybe it gives them another avenue or another option or another perspective to look at whatever issue they're experiencing, and helps them get beyond whatever they're dealing with.
Like,
thereby opening up the
I can share a really quick story.
Yeah, sure, please.
This was actually really short.
Go, okay.
But when I was first diagnosed with PTSD and I started treatment and everything for it, we had to talk about what actually happened. And so my therapist, he made me record it about me actually talking about the experience and going through the emotions and everything that I was feeling. And then he said, we sat there, I talked about it, I recorded it, and then I had to listen to it. So I was hearing it in my own voice, in my own words, what was bothering me.
Right, yeah.
And, the more I did that, talk about what happened, about the things that happened.
Right.
And so, I mean, like, that was just one of the things. Now, ultimately, it worked because, like, I can talk about the experiences that I had in the military and how they affected me, but it also still doesn't take away the fact that some things trigger me to the point where they upset me,
Right.
But that's something that I think by talking through, by understanding what was really going on in my head, it helps me to deal with it a lot better. Because then now I'm like, okay, I'm getting really emotional during this movie because there's a battle scene and I really don't like it. But I know why I don't like it. It's like I know what's triggering it, and that makes it way easier to deal with than before when I was like, I don't know why I'm like this. There's something wrong with me because I'm like this.
Right.
It's now part of who I am.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good strategy too, man. I mean, by saying it out loud, you go. It's. I think it's fascinating how when it comes to talking about problem and dealing with issues, whenever you say it out loud, sometimes you don't say things out loud because then that makes them, or give us an example of what that might mean. But I don't necessarily want to put you on the spot or anything like that for any weird stuff. Lanier, I appreciate you calling in, buddy.
Yeah.
And thanks for sharing. And if you wouldn't mind just sticking with us and just kind of see, I don't know from what you've seen already, like in this call and what you're seeing online, what kind of lag time you're seeing or whatever. Are you able to hear yourself? You're able to hear us and all that other stuff?
Yeah, I'm able to hear what's going on the video feed right now.
Okay.
And I'm at the point in the video where Vanessa just takes something off the video.
Damn it, Chrome.
That tells you where the lag time is.
Okay,
Okay.
right. So there isn't much of one.
Yeah.
There isn't much of one. Okay.
Yeah, it's not much.
Thanks,
I think
buddy.
it's gotten better since I actually loaded up YouTube and started watching. I think it was delayed more when I first started, and then it was just trying to catch itself up to where it was on the live feed.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks, buddy. Thanks for calling in, man. I really appreciate your help, and thanks for sharing. That was really good. That was really good stuff. Maybe you can call in later or call in next Sunday or whatever. We're gonna try to keep this thing going. We're going for 30 minutes to start.
How long are you guys gonna be online?
We're going to be going for the initial plan right now is to go for 30 minutes. We're at 17 right now. I just saw the timer click 17. The idea right now is to go 30 minutes, and we'll go with whatever activity we have. If we have to extend them, we will. Otherwise, we'll cut it at 30 minutes, and then we'll do another live episode next Sunday.
All right, sounds good.
Cool, buddy. Well, thanks for calling. Thanks for your help. Thanks for sharing. All right, Lanier Brown. Thanks for the call. He was talking about what did he say? He was talking about
Voicing what he actually went through.
what,
Actually, he did that in certain ways.
yeah,
Watch movies.
saying it out loud
Saying it out
and
loud.
recording it to himself,
Mhm.
and I'd say that's a pretty good strategy. Like I said, sometimes when it comes to traumatic events, especially, you try to keep it to yourself, or you don't try to say it out loud.
Right.
You don't try to, because you re-experience the trauma, and saying it out loud just makes it real and it makes it that much harder.
Right.
And I don't know, I'd asked if, I know that you've been through a lot. I don't want to put you on the spot, but I know that you probably have some good examples. You don't have to get into the weeds about like hard stuff, but you've been through tons more when it comes to when it comes to.
So,
Go ahead.
I don't feel like talking about myself. But I guess what you were, the doggy, hi baby. Okay, here. I guess what he wants me to share, I think it's more of a, losing, my brother. I lost my brother, 20 years ago, and, that was hard for me to go through because I'm better at it. I'm better at knowing that he's not here, but there's times when just thinking about him or sharing stories with my kids is getting better. So no. So that was the hard part, but my recent one would be my mom, who is going to be 3 years in August, and she was killed in a car accident. And I guess that one is harder because I don't have answers. I just, she died in a car accident, but how she died is still a mystery. So, and then tomorrow's her birthday, so her and our oldest son, Marcos will be 22, and my mom would have been 65. So I guess that's the recent tragedy that I'm dealing with, because I don't know, the way I explain it, it's like I've explained it to him. This is the only way I can explain it. It's like you're reading a book, and you get to the end of the book, and it's like, okay, but what happens afterwards? You know, what happened to these characters? What happened? You know, did this happen or did this happen? And you always tell me, you like, use my imagination, and I'm like, no, I want to know the ending. So I guess with my mom, I guess that's where it's at, where I want answers, and I don't have them, and I'm not gonna have them, I don't think.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know that I had to go handle a family thing with Mauricio because he's walking around. Apparently it's naked time.
Yeah.
And you just shared a pretty heavy thing, a very heavy thing.
Because I talked about brother, and that one I told him it's getting a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Because it's been 20 years. I still miss him.
Right.
Yeah, but it's been easier, and especially like talking about him and sharing
Right.
stories.
Right.
Mom, I still miss her.
Right. Still very, yeah.
And then tomorrow's her birthday, so
Yeah.
I want to go back 3 years ago when she was here, when Marcos graduated, and I saw her, and we had awesome time together, and I just want to go back to there and have her stuff. So it's hard.
Yeah.
And then not, you know.
Yeah.
Not knowing how she died.
That's definitely one of those things where, especially at the time, you know, it was so.
It happened.
It was so traumatic. Like I said, I've used that word a couple of times here, and it was so traumatic. It was one of those things that it was like for me. Well, I mean, I don't necessarily want to. Okay, so we're on something right now. So I'm just gonna let it flow unless somebody calls or somebody.
You at me.
No. We're this is something that we're talking about. So.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. We're close to mom too.
Yeah, and I was going to shift gears.
Okay.
But I don't want to shift gears because this is flowing. So we'll stay here. And all I wanted to say was, like, for me personally, where my difficulty was at is that.
I love you too.
Yeah. where I wanted to, the way that sequence of events to me was, I tried to force my way past it.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to get back into life as it was, before, right? I was trying to rush through that, and that definitely. I mean, between the way you were handling it and the way I was handling it, they were clashing, and it was like really it made for real. I was trying to be supportive, but at the same time trying to get things back to the way they were. And you know, you were experiencing the loss of your mom, and I was making that connection, but I wasn't. I was disconnected. I disconnected myself. And so yeah, maybe not necessarily. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess that is PTSD. That's traumatic. That's a traumatic event, and what makes that you know, the loss of your mom that much harder is that we never got any answers.
Yeah.
You know, we never got any answers. So.
Yeah.
No
answers. No answers.
Yeah, we would love to get some answers, but you know,
Going on 3 years.
we'll, you know, it's in God's hands, and that's all we can do.
Yeah.
Coming up on 25 and a half minutes. We just clips 25 and a half minutes, and we've already had a pretty serious, a pretty heavy moment there. It's not for, it's not, I'm glad that you, I'm glad that you
But
shared.
you know, I don't got PTSD. No, I don't.
Okay, yeah, no, I thought, I was afraid you were gonna like
No,
try to
no,
take away from,
no,
like, oh, no, that's
no,
okay.
no. I don't have that. I don't have that. I ended up after brothers. I ended up having fibromyalgia, so that's totally different from that. Well,
Yeah.
there's probably a point. I don't know, because I don't know how. Mine is totally different. Mine is my body
Okay.
is crazy. You know.
I was just afraid that you were gonna take your experience with your.
No. I'm just saying that I.
No, finish
Oh,
what I'm trying to say. I thought you were gonna try to make it a small thing. You know what I mean? That's what I was afraid. Like, oh, don't make it small.
I mean, it wasn't small.
Right.
Losing my brother 20 years ago wasn't small. It took a toll on me, and you know that's how I developed fibromyalgia. So you know, if nobody knows what fibromyalgia is, it's your nerves that attack, and it's throughout your body, and you're in constant pain. And yeah, I lived with that for
Or you live with that.
yeah. Well, yeah. I lived with that. I lived with it for 10 years, and then finally got diagnosed with it, and then for the past 10 years, I've been, you know, a little bit better because the doctors
Yeah.
understand it more, and they, you know, the medicine I have right now is working, so yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like and then you know, that's not. I'm not making it smaller because it was huge and still is, and now losing mom. I don't know. I think you saw me go down that same rabbit hole the way I was with, I guess, Javier.
It
Or
was
was it
different.
different?
It was different.
Okay.
It was different. And I mean, yeah, it was different, but still, it was different for it. Well, it was different for the both of us because, like,
Yeah.
I was close to Javier, but I wasn't like as close to him as I was with your mom.
Yeah, true.
So whenever what happened to
Mom,
to my suegra, it affected both of us at the same time.
Yeah.
So it was a different experience.
Yeah, it was because then that's why you said you trying to do heal one way, I guess.
Yeah, I was trying to push past the trauma.
And then I was doing it my way.
Yeah, we were doing it slowly. I was doing it quickly, and we were going the opposite directions.
Yeah.
And it was creating like tension and friction and all that stuff.
Right. But we got through it.
Yeah. So this episode turned out to be more about us, which is okay. That's okay. I mean, we talked about. I mean, this first episode we talked about quite a bit. Lanier called in, thank goodness, and he helped us through some of our technical stuff. Apparently, we're coming through okay, loud and clear. Maybe in the next episode, somebody will be able to give us a call, and we'll be able to hear something more on the lighter side as far as stories go. But you know, he also brought up his PTSD, and he brought up how a method that he was given, or a strategy he was given to deal with that. And we're glad that he was able to good here in OK. Oh, that's Gotsy. He's in Oklahoma. Good here. He's okay in OK. Yeah, so what's up, Gotsy? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. Lanier talked about his if you want to call in, if you're seeing the it's on the, I'm over here pointing like you can see. It's right over there. It's right over there. 843-879-8729. If you want to call in, share well, if you just want to say hello, if you have a good story to share, some good news. Well, no. Once again, there you go. I talk about news. I'm trying to stay
Well,
away
it's good news in their life.
from, yes.
There it is.
You have good news in your life. Yes. I'm trying to stay away from the news buzzword because immediately, people get triggered about all the politics and stuff. And this is not
That's
that
why
show.
we don't watch news.
This is not about politics. This is not about politics. I'm not interested in that stuff.
Yeah.
We want to talk about people.
People.
If you have some good news as it relates to your life
Or somebody close.
or somebody you know,
Yeah.
that's the stuff that we're interested in. That's the stuff. Line up some guests also for the live stream, though. Okay, it's live stream too. Oh, okay. So we have somebody come on. That would be nice.
That would be nice.
That would be cool. Yeah.
You could ask Lanier.
Jessica Wilkes, if you tune in, we would love to have you on the show. Matt Garrison. Whoever else is in the Charleston area. I can't name everybody, so I'm not going to start. It's kind of like the Oscars. We were like, hey, I forgot to. I hope I don't forget to thank somebody.
Thank somebody. I only
So I'm
got
not going to name drop everybody.
some minutes. Everybody's talking music.
Vader? Who's Vader? Oh wait. Well, anyway, if you've got something cool to share, something uplifting and encouraging, we would love to hear those kind of stories. 843-879-8729. If you have a story of overcoming some sort of adversity, we'd love to hear that too. As I look over my glasses at you.
No, he's already preparing for students.
Yeah. But as we said, we had some Vader and Palpatine 2020. Yeah. Sand gets everywhere. Lanier shared about some strategies about how he managed his PTSD, and Vanessa was explaining. She elaborated on experiencing traumatic events, personal traumatic events, and how that affected her, and I guess how it affected both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Small.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But that's still kind of a work in progress. Which is another part of this show, by the way. You don't have to call in and tell us about the stuff that you've gotten over. You can call in and tell us about the stuff that you're dealing with, and that's really the whole reason why this lady is sitting right here, because we work pretty good together. We've been teamed up for over 20 years, 22 years married, but we've been together 25 years. Man, I got that number right, boy. You're about to whoop me. You're about to bring down that hammer. Got this knife from back here. So we've been together for 25, known each other for 25. Uh-oh. What's going on, babe? You okay?
I'm coming. I better go.
He's like,
That's it.
that's
Mama.
the music. He's cueing the music on us.
Yeah.
Bum, bum.
Y'all said 30
Bum.
minutes. That means 30 minutes.
Yeah.
He's our director, I guess.
Yeah. That's the director. Okay. He's probably coming in through the headphones there, through the mic.
Yeah.
And then we got dogs. See, everybody's like, all right, you said 30 minutes. We got the dog here too. Reveille, you want to say hello? Reveille? Okay.
Hey, baby.
All right. Well,
There you go.
goodness.
There you
Since when did we get on the tables?
This is not the actual table, Danny.
All right.
Mama called her.
All right.
Hi, baby.
Goodness.
We
We've
can
also
talk
had,
to you too.
here's our first guest. Our first guest is Reveille. Reveille dog.
Come here.
First guest on this way. Oh, please don't triple the cord.
Come here. This way.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we better sign off.
Come on, baby.
We better sign off.
Come here, baby.
Because the dog is gonna trip all over the cords. We're gonna have
It's
gonna be dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. All right, so this has been This Way Out, the live broadcast, episode 1. I'm Miguel. This is Vanessa, the Matas, and that's going to be it for this first episode.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Lanier, for calling in. Thanks, Gonsi, for showing some love on the chat line. I'm on the chat line. Oh man, this is gonna be so much fun. Okay. Okay. But we're looking forward to see you later, Gonzi. Congratulations, by the way. I know you had some big news. I was hoping you were gonna call in and share it, but that's okay. That's okay. Some other time. Congratulations to you, buddy. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks to all those of you who tuned in. This will be posted on a link for this broadcast will be posted on our all on the social media pages: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, dislow.light. You know what?
Everywhere.
It'll be in the description. He said next episode. Cool. All right, so we might have a caller, a guest caller, already on the line for next Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, thanks for tuning in, everybody. This has been This Way Out. God bless.
God bless.
Stream.
Come on, baby. Come on, little baby. Well, I can't. You won't know. You can't go that way.